Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome to the latest edition of the Yorkshire Rugby Union show. This month slightly shorter as we are into the summer months after all. Later on we're going to be at Queen Ethelburga's to find out how the school is using sport to shape future great rugby players but also human beings, and that programme's being led by two former Premiership rugby players in the form of Dan Scarborough and Rob Rawlinson. But first, a question for you. When I mention the British summertime, what springs into your mind? Barbecues, Wimbledon, British Lions, beer festivals, rain, definitely, and also 7's tournaments. Well, Ilkley is a club that's had great success in the 7's form of the game in recent years. So we're here today to find out not just about that, but the fact for the first time ever they're hosting their own tournament. So as it goes on behind me, let's get in amongst it.
Well, this is our inaugural 7's tournament, the first one we've ever had. It's been in the making for a couple of years now. It's just indicative of the way we're going as a rugby club, and we decided that, you know, we should be doing this now. It's about our time. In terms of 7's, I think it's vitally important because it's a burgeoning form of rugby these days, and it highlights our club as a club that's innovative and decisive, and this is what we want to showcase the club itself, to attract more players and to show that we are a rugby club that's actually going somewhere.
Well, the success of our 7's squad over the last couple of years has been quite remarkable, and so we thought, why not have our own as well? It seems daft, and in a way it's like resurrecting the old Ilkley School 7's, which were probably 30-35 years ago they finished. But it's great to have people down again, and a great atmosphere here today. It's been smashing. The club has now got to the National 7's finals, which is at Bath Rec, and yes, this is an effort by the players to raise money, and they do pretty well each season with cyclothon, and like today they've been very instrumental in supporting it, and we've progressed very well, and it's been great to see, and the atmosphere is good, the attractive fixtures bring more people in, and we get very good crowds now for home games, very good crowds at 500 people watching, which is marvellous.
Without our success with 7's over the last 2-3 years, these guys wouldn't be here today. We've made friends as we've gone along and done well and won tournaments, and those friends are here today. So it makes a hell of a difference. Yeah, it's really important that we do that. And they are all members of clubs, but 7's is an offshoot of that. We've got the full spectrum here. We've got young lads from Bradford Grammar, we've got England Deaf Ladies, England Police, so we've got the full spectrum of community rugby playing here at Ilkley today.
So how hopeful are you that this is going to be the first of many in the future, if your planning can take it?
Yeah, this is what we're after, yeah. We're hoping it takes off today. It's had a little quiet start, but it's getting busier this afternoon, and word should spread.
So that's the Ilkley 7's tournament itself. But what about the club's actual 7's team? Started just a couple of years ago from very small, humble beginnings, but has found success very, very quickly in this form of the game. So let's find out how they've managed to achieve that and their hopes for the future.
What we try to do is we use it as a means of attracting people to the club, and the guys that are with us, they're really keen on the 7's, so we try to, it holds players with the club and the enjoyment they get out of it. And you know, a couple of years ago we just took a team down to Olney. You know, my son Elliot was a bit of the driving force behind it, and we took a team down to Olney and we got into the semi-finals, and we thought we might not be bad at this, so we kind of progressed from there, and we had some great success. We actually won Olney last year, and we won the Caldy 7's, and we also won the South Yorkshire 7's, and we finished third in the regional playoffs, so we were pretty pleased with the season really. And then we've gone from strength to strength, and this season we went down to Olney and we got through to the final, and it was our turn to lose to Coventry. We'd beaten them the year before. They played a good game, but we qualified for the regionals, so we ended up going down to London Irish a couple of weekends ago, and we surprised everybody and got through to the finals and lost by 9 points in the finals of Samurai Blacks, but qualifies us for, on the 29th of July, a trip to the Rec down to Bath and playing the final. So we're all really excited, and the club's been fantastic. It just brings people to the club. It raises our status, and for us as an amateur club, we're all about recruitment, bringing players in, and the only thing we can do is show them what we do, how we do it. We do it well, and we do it in style, and that hopefully attracts players here. So it's good, you know, and everything's, you know, about cost and as well, and if it brings people in, you know, to the club, that means we can, you know, make the clubhouse better, it makes the ground better, etc. So it's a big call really.
Yeah, how have you had success in the 7's? What's been the key to it, particularly so quickly?
Do you know, it's pretty similar to where we've gone with the 15's at the moment in time, playing in the national 3 level. I think it's just a really good set of lads that know each other inside and out. They're good friends, they play for each other. We're not the biggest, you know, we're not necessarily the stylists, we're not the tallest, you know, but they work really hard for each other, and a lot of our 7's is driven by our defence. It's aggressive, we're up quick, we're relentless, we don't give people time to play, and so, you know, obviously that and some superb coaching, clearly.
Well, obviously, yeah, without doubt. I was going to mention that in case you didn't.
And some really good players,
yeah. But
mainly
the coaching.
We've got some great players as well. I mean, you can't shy away from it. Benny McGee, a class act, you know, I really do tip him at 7's to go further. You know, he plays for some guest teams, but I think, you know, on the 7's he's absolute class act. And the thing is, all the boys working together, you know, Elliot, you know, Rugby, Pat Power, all the guys like that, Charlie Morgan, you know, guys like that, they're all, you know, they all work for each other. So I think that's the key really.
It's great, it's unexpected, but to be honest, we've gone looking for it. A young side that's developed very quickly together. They're not lads that have just appeared, they are friends of friends, and they make a great 7's team, and it's a very small family as a 7's team, unlike the 15's.
It's great at the club just don't stand still. You know, we've just had a new steam room built that was self-funded, the money was raised, and obviously the people of Ilkley, I believe there was contributions too from the council, and the funds were made available as well from Ilkley sources, and so it's great, you know, and that's for our rehabilitation suite, and so that'll be up and running in the next couple of weeks, and they've just got the planning permission through for an extension on the top side of the clubhouse as well, so we're moving out again upstairs, so that's £325,000 development that we're, you know, going to be fundraising again for now, and it's just constantly trying to get better and better and better. So, and if we create a good environment, a good facility for people to come down and watch and play in, then, you know, that's our objective. You know, we can't do anything. I say we're cash, so we can't buy players in. So we just got to make it the best environment possible. And as you see, you know, we're going to be extending out. There'll be a bigger bar area, bigger kitchen area. We'll actually have a committee room, I think they'll get as well. So that'll be nice for them. So, yeah, it's great. The drive is immense. You know, Mike Alling, the chairman, you know, and you know, Richard Skygle doing the fundraising, just to name but a few. You know, they just drive everything forward. It's fantastic.
Now for a bit of fun on the Yorkshire Rugby Union show. This was always going to happen one day, wasn't it? When you get too close to the pitch, you always run this risk.
Right.
Yeah, fine.
Unfortunately, that's part of being a cameraman.
Wrong place, wrong time. From calamity to pure class now. This was filmed in New Zealand during the British and Irish Lions tour and is simply very special.
Respect to our nation, Yorkshire, we'd like to perform.
Now, Yorkshire has always benefited from a strong game when it comes to school level, although we do know it does face its challenges in this particular area. But up and down the county you can find fine examples of school developing young rugby talent and programmes that we can all be proud of. And here at Queen Ethelburga's is no different. They've had a real renewed strong focus on their rugby development programme over the last decade or so, and it's really reaping its rewards, putting the focus on individual learning, developing them as both human beings and rugby players, and it's led by two former Leeds players in the form of Rob Rawlinson and Dan Scarborough. So let's find a little bit more about them, about their programme and why they're being so successful.
Specific rugby programme that runs alongside their academic work, so basically they train like professional rugby players. They have 9 sessions a week that cover everything really, from sports and the analysis of the games, they're doing the analysis of the skills that they're doing, strength and conditioning, and then obviously they play a game within that as well. So really good. The lads have seen great progress from it. I think the biggest area that they see as well, the biggest area of development, not just the skill, is perhaps more the strength and the conditioning side of it. They come in in year 12, early stages of year 12, and then leave 2 years later, and the shape and the body size has just changed dramatically. So, but yeah, and then alongside that, obviously the skills improved as well.
How do they combine that? How does the school combine that with their education and academic side as well?
They're actually timetabled lessons, so it's not so much like other schools where they'd be fitting it in and around their academics, where perhaps the other schools would be like lunch times and after school. This is an actual timetabled lesson, so they get that good break from their academics, because the academic is pretty intense, but then when they come out it's a good release of energy, and they then, once they've got rid of that energy, and they're back into the classrooms in other lessons again.
We have, within the school, we have our general PE programme, we have our PE teachers, we have our academic staff, we also have performance staff, which again is another key element we have here, which gives us a little bit of a difference to other schools. Myself, Rob Rawlinson, ex-pro rugby players. Within the department also of performance, we have basketball coaches, ex-pros, we have hockey coaches, ex-pros, we have netballers, we have footballers, and it's a real good melting pot of experience at the highest level, and we can all come together across sports and really share knowledge and hopefully add to what the school are already doing very well. So one thing we look to drive, and before I was here, Henry Paul ran the programme. I've taken over from him. He was very big on driving the culture, which for me is massive. It's everything. It's been hugely documented through the Kiwi way, the New Zealand way, which everybody follows, and rightfully so. So respect for each other, respect for the kit, respect for the players, respect for your staff. That is kind of key to what we do. And once we get the culture right, we hopefully have then created and developing people, which is key. You get the right people in place, the team will benefit.
So that's the theory of the programme, but how does it actually work in practice? Well, who better to find out from than the students themselves?
I think first off, it's been a fantastic experience and I'm grateful to have had it. I've had a great opportunity to combine playing rugby at a high level, some great coaching and great players to play with, whilst also being able to pursue my academic ambitions. I think the thing is, when you cross the whitewash on a training session, that everybody knows that we're there to push ourselves, we're there to get better. The best teams in the country, they've all got the same attitude of, you're on the pitch, you're here to get better. Yeah, there's a social aspect to it, you make great mates, but on this pitch it's about getting better, it's about performing to the best level that you can as a player.
The programme is within school time as well, and that it's fitting with all our lessons just benefits us as well, so we're not having to do extra training after school and during break time and lunch time. It's all together, so I can do my academics in some lessons and I can come out and train with the boys and then train in the gym on other lessons as well. And the fact that we're getting the academics as well here is pretty amazing. you might get a career-ending injury later down in the line, and you can't be playing all your life. So you've got to have that kind of academic side and get your grades now, so later on in life I can get a job if I'm not playing rugby.
Oh, it's unbelievable. The little things you just like pick up on. Like last year when I was with Henry Paul, you picked him up on how I finished my passes being a scrum half, that I finished my arms short, get me to finish long. Dan Scarborough on about my box kicking. Like I just had one, like just the up and under. Now he's got me doing like all these other little cheeky little kicks. I came here and I picked up my BTECs, and now I'm going to go study sports fitness and exercise science. So, and before I came here I thought I won't go to uni, but now with all the teachers, and like if you get a bit behind on work, our coaches will get an email about it, they'll have a word with you, you'll go off and you'll get on with your work, get back up to date, and then you can come back out and get training again.
When you walk around Queen Ethelburga's and see the amazing facilities and watch the excellent coaching going on, you can't help but be very, very impressed. But why could this school be the right one for you as a student, or if you're a parent, why is this one the right school for your son or daughter?
We run programmes in rugby, cricket, football, netball, swimming. You know, we're developing good people as well. I think that's key to it as well, giving these students life skills more than anything. You know, we obviously want them to go on and be really successful at rugby, but first and foremost we want them to leave here with the best grades that they can possibly academically, but then be really good people off the back of that then, so that they are, and then once they leave university etc, employable to, you know, if they're not going to be professional sports people.
We offer, I suppose, a broad range of academic opportunities, from BTECs across through A levels, so there's something for everybody, and within that we can build the sports programme around it. That's kind of one of the key things we offer, is a sports programme that fits into your academic programme, which, you know, within other schools I sense to try and build it into lunch times, after schools, which takes up the time for the lads to actually be doing the homework, do extracurricular things, whatever they want to achieve. So for us it's that all-round balance that QE offers that is key to our success.
Well, it's helped me massively in my rugby perspective, and also from an academic perspective as well. I'm off to Durham University next year, which is a pretty good university to get into, and that's thanks to QE that I've managed to get myself a place there. Rugby as well, doing really well with Carnegie and getting through that as well, and just training hard, and it's just a great setup to be in.
It's just a great opportunity. There's great guys, everyone here in the rugby team, they want to play rugby. You've got no one that slacks in the team. You're in the gym, you're doing your work. All the teachers, they talk to your coaches as well, so if you need to do any extra work and stuff, they'll talk to you, then your coaches will tell you, like, look, go do your work, so you can come out training and become as best as you can.
I'd recommend this school if you want an opportunity to come and play some top level rugby with some world class facilities and coaching, and also get strong on your academics. I mean, it's a great sporting place to come. We've got some great academic staff and some great options for you to take down that route, so it's a bit of a win-win for me.